Back in June of this year being 2022, I invited a group of people here to the Florentine to present to them a brain fart of an idea, which was this new YouTube channel, but more specifically about the production of music videos. You see, I'd invited a director, a choreographer, a production manager, a videographer, an AV guy and others to present to them a video called The Pitch. The purpose of the pitch was to persuade them to come on a journey with us and help us produce these music videos, in turn helping to promote our music. Now, it was my intention to do this intro on the day, but we ran into some technical issues, as you will see. More specifically, my incompetency. Anyway, we ran out of time, so I'm doing this in October. Oh, and also, you might notice that the camera at the front of the video ran out of battery, so you get to see more of the back of my head. So sit back, enjoy this episode, and it's called The Gathering. So I have a question. 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 Can three old farts make a record and get it into the charts without the support of a record label? More to the point, would anybody be interested in following that journey to see if we could? Would you? Not that we've got anything against record labels, but take a look at us. Who the hell would sign us? Falling at the first level, yeah. Why I should feel this way. Oh, yes, yes. I changed my way. Yes, you can change. So, bagpipe story. You know, I was asking you about your snake.
They basically play back 9 notes, don't they?
So we went to see this bagpipe band, and one of the tracks that we got has a bagpipe part for it that we did. The only problem is that the song we've written is in flat
That
minor.
was fine for the sample you've got.
Yeah.
You could just play it on the keyboard.
However,
and the bagpipes came out.
The bagpipe only has 9 notes and it's in B flat.
No, well, that's the
Well,
complication.
It sounds like B flat.
Annotated.
Yeah.
Sounds like B flat.
Annotated in A,
Yeah.
but it sounds like B flat because everything's a semitone up, apart from
So
C,
C,
and F.
C and F sound like a C sharp and an F sharp, but they're actually
right
annotated
with
as
the
a
C
C
and
and
F.
F.
Oh.
But if you write an A, you don't get an A, you get B flat. So
And I'm
we had
trying
this transposition to do,
It was a no-go.
but it was.
Oh right, so you were physical.
Yeah.
So we had a transposition to do, but it wasn't the same all the way up the scale. And then there were missing notes as well. So some of the notes that were probably written in didn't exist on the bagpipe paper. And what we did first, we scored the MIDI part, and then realised that most of those notes could be played by the bagpipe player.
But fortunately, because it's written in an E flat minor key, we can transpose it to the, in real terms, B flat minor.
And the instruments singing down there.
And all the notes that we want to play are actually in that scale. So, but then I start, having got it into the right key and knowing which 9 notes the bagpipes have, I started playing around and thought, I can maybe just rewrite this part. So, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of rewrite.
So you did? So we wrote something in, did you, with the different notes when we
I didn't record it.
I know,
No.
but
But it gave me some ideas.
yeah. And we discovered the B flat thing when I'd actually got a recording I'd made of a pipe band in Northern Ireland, outdoors, and played it back, didn't we? And you said, that's not in A, that's in B flat. And that's when we worked out discrepancies. Because he was playing along with it, and we worked out what notes were actually available from that, and then went back to our own song.
So are the chances in B flat as well?
Well, that is the the drone.
Drones.
No, the drone's an A flat.
No, the drums, yeah.
It's an A flat.
The
The gathering.
Making up your mind. I'm trying to be someone who can be the same. I know to you it's all a game. How you feel tonight will define the future life you want to live. How much more you're prepared to give. Tonight will tell if life goes to hell. Let's pretend that everything's not a mess. But the love we made tonight will make me feel.
I would start the video, but then they'll bring pieces in halfway through. And
Please don't sleep tonight. If the answer's no, we just the night before we part. Before you leave a broken heart. But never mind the pain. It's always been the same. You can't commit.
thank you for coming. There are 3 ways to do a job. There's an easy way. As I said, my special trend.
I like that, I want that.
So, 3 ways to do a job. Easy way, hard way, and Rob's way. And we know, well, those that know me, when Rob does the job, there's always a lot of unnecessariness involved. The 90s, no? So, I'm not going to say too much now about why we're all here together. That will come later. But I'm going to play you a video. It's my first ever attempt at recording a video, at editing a video. I'm a bit anxious because Phoebe, who's sat in the corner there, is a professional videographer. So she's going to be sat there going, well, that's only exposed. Didn't know what we're doing, trying to film into the sun, and well, he didn't put any windsocks on the microphone there. So there's shitloads wrong with this video. So don't be judging it by its quality.
Don't doubt yourself.
It's done with a bit of tongue in cheek, so don't sit there thinking we've got to take this all very serious. There's nothing serious about it. This is a social gathering and a part of the brain idea that one has that I want to impart and share with you guys. So by all means, laugh at it, mock it, heckle it, do whatever you want with it. But it'll give you an indicator of what we're involved.
We want the sound for the room colour.
Yes.
So I go on that. Back to that.
So I have a question. Well, I have several actually. Can three old farts make a record and get it into the charts without the support of a record label? More to the point, would anybody be interested in following that journey? Would you? Not that we've got anything against record labels, but take a look at us. Who the hell would sign us? Hi, I'm Rob.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Keith. And we are...
The band.
Maybe never.
Do you mean we'll never be a band?
Maybe. So the upshot of all this is we've spent 30 odd years creating music. We're going to release our first EP. And no one's going to listen to it. What a waste of our life. Not really, because we have enjoyed it. We've enjoyed the process, we've enjoyed the friendship, and yeah, I wouldn't want to swap that. But it would be nice just, to at least have other people to appreciate the music that we've written. So then I thought, well, how are three old, ugly farts like us going to get noticed? What is it that we can do to get heard, to find an audience? Now, just to let you know, the next bit is dull. In fact, it's that dull, it'd be more exciting watching this wallpaper paste dry. You have been warned. So what's the deal here? Well, in order to achieve this, we're going to need your help. Because we're not going to be able to do this on our own. But hang on, YouTube's a video platform. So maybe we can make some music videos. Now how do we do that? Who could we ask to help? What skills would those people need? And would they be willing to help? If only I knew some people like that.
What on earth made you decide to say yes to that?
Well, I've only ever worked with young guys, ones that care about the look, ones that...
Hold on a minute, do you mean Sarah don't care about that?
Well, I'm not
She's
quite
absolutely
sure. Working with 3 goofy guys that might not know what they're doing.
She called you goofy. She called you goofy. That's the reason we need the big.
That's the reason you get a good team.
Good team. In order to make a music video, we're going to need singers, actors, dancers, musicians, and they're going to need to be told where to go, how to go there, what to do when we get there, to do it all again because you've bloody done it wrong. They need some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Direction. That's what they're going to need. So let me introduce you to Claire. She's a director, a choreographer. She has directed many shows which have graced probably most, if not all, the stages in Sheffield and beyond. Now, I don't think Claire has actually directed a music video before, but I'm sure those skills are transferable. And assuming that Claire comes on board, which I hope she does, she's going to have a listen to the music, of course. And for one of the tracks, she might decide that she would like to film this in a theatre with a bare stage, just maybe a grand piano, a backdrop with the city skyline. And she might want a couple of dancers. And she might want to dress us all in black and white. And in order to put all this together, we're going to need someone that can find a theatre.
Are you making notes?
See if they've got a grand piano. Secure and rent a backdrop. Work with somebody that can do lighting. Maybe work with the film. Now I know that in the past, Claire has worked very closely with this lady, who apparently is very good at this type of thing. I think they call them production managers. Mind you, I have an extra criteria for a production manager, and that is they must bake exceedingly good cakes. So Helen, I hope it's something that may interest you, and of course, if you do come on board, it means the rest of us get to eat really nice cookies. So, hopefully, we have a director. Fingers crossed, we've got a production manager. All things being equal, I think we might have a videographer. But what are we going to film? The band? Remember this? I think not. All we need is a professional. Somebody that's used to strutting their stuff in front of an audience. What we need really is a cool dude. If only I knew someone, and if they could sing as well, that would be rock and roll. Hold on a minute, I think I thought of the guy. But if he can't do it, I could always ask my old mate Bert. In order to do this, we're going to need... So, if STEM 1's about the music, then STEM 2 is about the video. And the reason that most of you are here today, it's about the storyboarding, the direction, the production. It's about the scouting of locations. It's about hair and makeup. Maybe forget about the hair. It's about props. But ultimately, it's about the day of the shoot and the filming of the video. Which brings us on to STEM 3, which in a nutshell is basically me documenting the activities of STEM 1 and STEM 2. For example, video rehearsals.
No, that was the problem. The editing was... I had to be good with the editing. Then it kept sick.
A recording session of the drum.
No, good. Thanks for sharing that with us, Keith.
It's alright. That's what it's for.
And ultimately, the
What are you
recording
laughing at,
of the
boys?
bagpiper. Because how often do 8 bagpipers come round and play in your house?
It's what I wrote for my niece's wedding.
Oh,
Okay, my social media platform of choice is YouTube. I'm sure all of us have delved into YouTube for a how-to video, and there are no doubt people go onto YouTube to look at videos of their hobbies and their interests, and I'm the same. But what I've also found is that I enjoy the channels that take you on a journey, whether it's a restoration project, whether it's a building of a boat, that sort of window into that individual's or that group of people's life. It's this idea of following a journey, following the story of whatever that storyline may be. As I said in the video, we can release the EP. I can get it mixed within 4 or 5 weeks, get it onto, and who the hell's going to listen to it? It's, you know, we know a lot of our friends that have put music on it on Spotify and the other, and they get a few hundred streams, and
that many.
yeah, that many.
Not yet.
And I thought, well, that's, you know, we can do better. We know enough, but we can do better. This is me getting together, hopefully, a team of people to help us produce some content, and that content being music video. So STEM 2, the videoing side, which is the reason for the gathering today, becomes an important element of that because it's going to generate a lot of material. But I realised that Vern is a professional singer. It's his career. His reputation is important to him, and quite rightly so. So I could have turned up and said to Vern, "Hey mate, we're thinking of doing some videos," and he'd have gone, "Yeah, all right, son. Good luck with that." Because, as you can see with my video skills, yeah, is he really going to sign up to that? And that's why we're here together. That's why, instead of talking to you all individually about my ideas, I wanted to get you together. I wanted to make it more of a social event, and I wanted to be able to demonstrate on one part to Vern, I'm trying to put together a professional team here of a director, of a production manager, of choreographers, of a professional videographer. So when I'm saying to you, I'd like to do some music videos, you know, this lady's put on productions of £100,000 and £120,000 with these two ladies sat next to her. You know, that is a big budget production. So I'm hoping that, you know, if they can do something of that nature, it gives you confidence that we can put together.
It's never worried me about, because I think the thing is, I know that you'll want to do it right.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, and nothing like that worries me at all.
Does it mean we've got to raise the budget of, what did you say?
120,000. So all those weekends have been working, Paul. Yeah.
Good job.
But similarly, I wanted to be able to demonstrate to both Claire and Phoebe and Helen that I could have, we had a quick chat, didn't we, going around Rother Valley, and said, would you be interested in directing some videos? And I kind of thought, I didn't know what you thought of 3 old blokes playing a Bontempi organ, singing Fly Me to the Fucking Moon or something like that, so...
Don't diss my Bontempi organ.
I've erased it from every recording.
So he sold it.
I did. Got some good money for that, actually. So it's a demonstration to you guys to say, look, we'd like you to come on board and help us to make some videos, but this is not the material you're necessarily working with. You've got professional performers that we want to work with. As I said in the video, we've got a lot of other material. So the EP is pretty much written, it's done. It's old music that we've recorded a long time ago that's just never got out there, and we will get that done and out in the short term. But it may be that it's not any of the 5 on the EP that becomes the track that we're trying to get in the charts. But it gives us that backstory, it gives us that material for us to work on. The reason to get you together was to say, this is what we're thinking, but this isn't just the 3 of us, with a fag packet. We wanted to do this properly, we wanted to do it at the right scale. We haven't got unlimited budget, so sadly, Claire, Vegas is off the, We can go to Gulliver's Travels, I'm sure we can fit that in. Chessington.
That's fine!
He did say mine straight to Bridlington, he did say that.
Chesterfield's nice on a sunny day.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start? Bear in mind, if everyone kind of comes together today and says, yeah, let's get involved, what would be the first step?
Multiple first steps, because things have to run in parallel. So to put some perspective on timescale, this is a slow burn sort of scenario. This fits in with your working careers. So there's no time pressure on this. I suppose we'd look at getting an initial ideas meeting. Ultimately, I'm going to say in terms of the videoing, that's going to be Claire's decision if she comes on board. My view of life is if I've asked somebody to do something for me, they do it. They don't do it immediately. Oh, but have you thought about this? Or are we going to do it this way? Are we going to do it that way? What's the point of having the person doing the job in the first place? So I'm kind of saying we're going to give free rein to Claire for her ideas. Which were the best? Which songs did you like best? What was your favourite, Phoebe?
Hard times.
Hard Times?
Oh, is that the first?
Yeah.
Yes.
First, yeah. I have to say I am a sucker for George Michael, and the kind of vibe you were getting from it was beautiful. Oh my god. But my favourite thing about it was, when you go to the theatre and that first song, you're like, yeah, this is going to be a good show. Straight off the bat. Brilliant.
Because we both said it was quite industrial, the sound, but we were expecting it to sound more grungy and more down, and it wasn't. It was a nice mix, I thought.
Well, I said it when we listened to him, we were listening to him, and I said, actually in my head, like you see this where it's on a beach and it's all sunny, this girl, it's not that. When I say industrial, it is like, when you should about a blank, it's a working stage, it's not a set stage, it's a stage with another. Or it's a, we know the perfect place to be, don't we? Hopewell Theatre.
Because I said, okay.
Yeah, but Hopewell Theatre is a place. Yeah.
So, that's...
Yeah, because in my head I was thinking like classic, really classy cocktail restaurant, these guys play in the background sort of thing. Like the kind of vibe you would get in that sort of situation, get a bit jazzy at times. Yeah.
It's really interesting that, because the reference on that video was me talking about Hard Times.
There you go, you see.
That was because it's the song that we talked about earlier. That was written on Fee's mum's piano when I first met Fee, and we had a drunken evening one night, and he'd already got some lyrics, and then Paul said it needs a middle eight, got to have a middle eight, needs a middle eight.
That was a while later.
It was. And that was the first song that Vern recorded for us.
I'd never met him.
Oh, you never met us.
I met him before.
And Keith won't mind me saying this, but Keith had done the vocals up to that point on that track, and then a professional singer comes in with a powerful bloody voice like his, and we fell off our chairs and thought, fucking hell, this is just phenomenal.
I'm one of those that sort of puts things into almost like categories of sound, who I heard singing it, who I think would sing it, and this and that, the other. Very Manly from Genesis, Seal, that type of sort of feel for me. It's not dance, it's not that sort of traditional pop. It's very thought music. So it's very melodic in that sense. And it depends how you sing it. Because you can sing it in totally different ways and it'll come across differently. Sing it harder, it becomes more rocky. But sing it as we've done, it's very melodic.
We are not really performers as such. Dude's a performer. We might, we're writers, we're producers. We might have an appearance on there, but I don't know about the other two guys, but I'm not bothered about being on that video. It's the music that's important and the story that music's trying to
It's the way it's where a lot of videos are shot.
This is where I think both Steve and Claire have got the most to contribute in. I don't mind if you come up with a whole new concept of how you want a music video to look. If you picked Hard Times, then come up with ideas of how you'd like that to look. I don't think we want, well, I'm talking for the boys and, but I don't think I want to put any restrictions or guidance or, get your creative mind to, we can create the music. You're good at that visual stuff. I've seen the productions that you do. They're just phenomenal.
And he's actually sat through them.
Even though I've never let him have a part in this
No,
episode.
every bloody show I have to report.
Claire, do you know what's going through my head for that? These guys doing black and white flickering movie sort of thing, being projected on a big screen in a theatre with just two people, like a lovey-dovey kind of date thing. Just like a empty theatre, them two sat watching it, but the cameo would be you guys on the screen, just doing some daft stuff. But so you get that nice calm. You get that kind of like nice calm vibe of like a first date. You get a couple of drinks in there, sort of thing, and then you still have that kind of fun element to it as well, which I think you guys bring to it. The good thing with the ideas you're coming out with for the YouTube channels and stuff is that you're covering so many different platforms. You're not just the band who does one bit of music and you're doing behind the scenes of how you've done it. You're covering how you get a camera, you're going to cover the choreography, you're going to cover your musicians, everything in different aspects. So there will be, like you said, multiple different groups of people that come together and watch one thing and then follow on. It's not just going to be one group of people who like music that think, oh yeah, this is fun to watch.
So we'll do the same when we have a production meeting. So we'll sit together maybe for an hour or two, whatever, at our house, and we'll have a production meeting, and that might generate 10 minutes of footage. But it will be key bits of that footage that creates part of the storyline. When you start to look at the processes involved in recording music, mixing music, mastering music, putting together a storyline for a video, putting together the production of the video, actually the rehearsals for that video, then the shoot day, then there's all the editing of the video after. I mean, that's not a 2-minute job. Once you've got all the footage that you filmed for the music video, that all needs editing down into, So there are lots of strands that make up the making of Maybe Never. I don't want people to commit tonight. I don't want to put anybody under any pressure. And have a think about it. Think about what you'd like to do. And if it's not for you, if you think, no, actually I haven't got time, it's not, then please do say so. I will not be offended.
Well, I'm in. I might do a bit more drumming.
Yeah, well, you do it in time this time.
Actually, it probably wouldn't all exist if Paul hadn't done his very careful documenting down the years, keeping the file and stuff like
Do you know, actually,
the history of it is...
the root of all this is this little lady here. Because without this little lady, this wouldn't be happening.
Oh,
Would it?
no.
No. So it's your fault. Yeah. So the backstory is that it is. She was my hairdresser. I did have hair once. And you did have hair.
You have very nice hair.
Thank you very much.
If you let it grow, you still might.
I remember.
Got any pictures?
No, right. No, I met you through Bob.
Barbara, I wasn't.
No.
Look, Paul. Yeah. Your fault. Your grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all Paul took me to you.
What a good job I did.
This is come up for a recording session, and we'll feed you.
That'll do.
The pub next door.
There's a thread coming up here, isn't it? Because the history is so long about telling the stories.
Okay, so all the elements. Yeah, the pink boiler suit. This is another problem, ain't it, always? But what they did with me is my cousin and Fiona decided to dress me up as the synthesizer. So I had a keyboard kind of tattooed in makeup across my face. Which after about 5 minutes with the sweat.
It's quite an energetic set, it did melt a bit. Fiona's pink jumpsuit. And there is a photograph of it, yeah.
Please show me pictures.
I know we have. There is
There are some.
Wouldn't it be nice to incorporate those images and those photos?
Well, the trouble is we're so old, the photos aren't always of good quality and so on. So this is what I'm asking. We've got these memories, and you could have somebody just telling the story as part of, I don't know whether it's a vlog or whether it's part of the YouTube video about the band background rather than the music video.
That'd be really nice.
It would, but then maybe, because we've got the memories and they're quite distinct, do you do it to me again and put me blonde wig on or something?
You just want to end
You just
Sue
want to
again.
She's still got it. But you still got it somewhere.
Get back
Well,
on
that's
it.
disappointing. That's the biggest disappointment.
We need the pink organiser.
We need the pink organiser.
Do we think it's worth pursuing? Is it worth your time pursuing? Do we think it's got some possibility of not necessarily just success, but doing it achieving something? Even if it's just we have a couple of bloody good days out and have a good laugh doing a film of, some video. And it's a good social crack.
But it's like anything, isn't it? It's like music or being in the theatre or putting a theatre production together. You don't know until people turn up.
Yeah.
So you don't know until people hear it.
No.
And that's all we're not promising anything here, we're just saying this is what we've got, can we run with it? Let's see where it goes. It's a suck it and see sort of a thing. We don't know when we turn up for a theatre show how many of them we're going to perform to.
Yeah.
Same with you. It's just one of those lack of the gods. All you can do is just do your best.
Yeah, and I think you've got all these memories from more than 38, 40 years. Why not make some more? And actually, it's about having fun and making those memories, seeing the next stage of doing something and being brave and doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just if it's successful, then brilliant.
And if anything happens, I'm having a laugh about him dressing up. Nothing.
Yeah, but you haven't heard what Claire might come out with. You dressed it in.
Well, you did try to get me to what are you trying to get me to do the full Monty?
Full Monty.
Yeah, you're trying to get me
Yeah, we nearly got it.
Yeah, but I could try for kinky rules, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. Not only was the pink jumpsuit, I borrowed your leg warmers as well.
Yeah, silver leg warmers.
Silver leg warmers.
Silver Lorex leg warmers.
I expect you chuck those away as well.
Okay, guys. Well, you're more than welcome to stick around and finish the pizzas and have another drink and a chinwag. If you definitely get home and what have you, then that's fine too. I'm going to have another beer.